Hello everyone. Here are 30 crazy weather facts for you. 1. About 2,000 thunderstorms rain down on Earth every minute, and lightning strikes the Earth 100 times each second. A thunderstorm is a rain shower during which you hear thunder. Since thunder comes from lightning, all thunderstorms have lightning. They happen when hot and cool air meet. Thunderstorms can bring heavy rains, flash flooding, tornadoes, strong winds, lightning, and hail. A thunderstorm can produce 160 kilometers per hour or 99 miles per hour winds. 2. Sandstorms can swallow up entire cities, and once a sandstorm swallowed an army. It's known as the Lost Army of Cambyses, and we found some archaeological evidence that it exists. In 524 BC, Persian Emperor Cambyses sent an army of 50,000 from Thebes to attack the oasis of Siwa. 7 days into their march, a massive sandstorm broke out and buried the entire army, never to be seen again until archaeologists found traces in 2009. 3. Dirt mixed with wind can make dust storms called black blizzards. 4. A mudslide develops when water rapidly accumulates in the ground and results in a surge of water-saturated rock, earth, and debris. It can carry rocks, trees, vehicles, and entire buildings. 5. The coldest temperature ever officially recorded was -89.2 degrees Celsius or -128.56 degrees Fahrenheit. It was recorded at the Soviet Vostok Station in Antarctica. It's not the coldest temperature ever, but it is the coldest that humans have ever detected. The highest temperature ever recorded was 58 degrees Celsius, or 136.4 degrees Fahrenheit. That was recorded in the Libyan desert. Again, it's not the hottest ever. Remember, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, or 212 degrees Fahrenheit, but it is the hottest naturally occurring temperature due to the weather. 6. Mild autumn weather often means bigger spiders in our homes. Spiders love warm, damp weather. That's why they love to get into all the little nooks of your home in the autumn as they look for better places to nest. 7. A heat wave can make train tracks bend. Intense heat causes steel railroad tracks to expand as they heat up and to buckle if trains go too fast over the top of them. 8. You can tell the temperature by counting a cricket's chirps. How often crickets chirp varies according to temperature. To get a rough estimate of the temperature, count the number of chirps in 15 seconds. The number you get will be an approximation of the outside temperature. 9. A 2003 heat wave in Europe turned grapes to raisins before they were picked from the vine. 10. Lightning often follows a volcanic eruption. Volcanic lightning is a mysterious phenomenon that generally occurs at the early stages of a volcanic eruption, and it's taken scientists many years to determine its exact cause. It's caused by colliding, fragmenting particles of volcanic ash and ice, which generate static electricity within the volcanic plume, leading to the name dirty thunderstorm. It's estimated at temperatures of 16,648.8 degrees Celsius or 30,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The earliest known written account of volcanic lightning was from Pliny the Elder, an ill-fated resident of Pompeii, about the eruption in 79 AD of Mount Vesuvius in Italy. 11. Raindrops are spherical. Larger ones assume a shape more like that of a hamburger bun. They can be the size of a housefly and fall at more than 30 kilometers per hour or 18.6 miles per hour. 12. Cape Farewell in Greenland is the windiest place on the planet. 13. Hurricanes can push more than 6 meters or 19.6 feet of water ashore. Hurricanes are giant tropical storms that produce heavy rainfall and super strong winds. The strong spiraling winds of a hurricane can reach speeds of up to 320 kilometers per hour or 198.8 miles per hour. While called hurricanes when they develop over the North Atlantic, Central North Pacific, and Eastern North Pacific, these rotating storms are known as cyclones when they form over the South Pacific and Indian Ocean, and typhoons when they develop in the Northwest Pacific. 14. In July 2001, the rainfall in Kerala, India was blood red. One theory is that the blood rain phenomenon was the dispersal of spores of microalgae. and research confirmed the hypothesis that the microalgae introduction likely happened using the clouds over ocean dispersal technique that bacteria and fungi use. 15. Blizzards can make snowflakes feel like pellets hitting your face. 16. In Antarctica, snow can fall so hard you cannot see your hand in front of your face. 17. Whiteout, or milky weather, is the term that refers to a severe storm condition with blowing snow, wind drifts, and high winds with reduced visibility, so that contours and landmarks become almost indistinguishable with no visible horizon. 18. In 1972, a blizzard dumped 8 meters or 26.2 feet of snowfall on Iran, burying over 200 villages. A week-long period of low temperatures and severe winter storms resulted in the deaths of approximately 4,000 people. 19. Worms wriggle up from underground when a flood is coming. Worms can't get oxygen when the soil is flooded, so they come up from the ground to breathe. 20. Moonbows are real. Moonbows, also known as lunar rainbows, occur less than 10% as often as normal rainbows. Apparently, mist can diffract more than one type of light. Although the moon's way of reflecting sun rays back at us is much less powerful than daylight, it can still form rainbows, but of a different kind. Normally, these moonbows will appear white due to their reduced brightness, but a prolonged exposure camera will reveal their true colors. To see a moonbow, a bright full moon is usually necessary. To help, in addition, the sky must be very dark and the moon must be very low in the sky. It also helps to be in a location that has waterfalls that generate layers of mist in the air. 21. Wildfires sometimes create tornadoes made of fire and ash and are called fire whirls or fire devils. These start with a whirl of wind, often made visible by smoke, and may occur when intense rising heat and turbulent wind conditions combine to form whirling eddies of air. 22. Some tornadoes can be faster than Formula One racing cars. They can occur in many different shapes and sizes, ranging from a few meters or yards to over 3 kilometers or 2 miles in diameter. They can move slowly, appearing nearly stationary. However, the most extreme tornadoes can attain wind speeds of more than 480 kilometers per hour or 300 miles per hour. 23. Cats and dogs have been known to sense when a tornado is approaching. Your pet can detect small changes in barometric pressure, which changes and charges when a storm is approaching a location. This is what alerts them that there is something changing with the pressure in the air. 24. Black ice, a transparent coating of ice on a surface, can make roadways, sidewalks, and parking lots extremely slippery and treacherous. It's hard to see and can build up quickly and is extremely dangerous to both pedestrians and drivers. 25. Some frogs get noisier just before it rains. They can detect a fall in barometric pressure. They're croaking, meaning it will rain within 24 hours. 26. Babylonians were the first to predict weather in 650 BC. 27. Waterspouts, or rotating columns of air and water mist over water, can make sea creatures rain down from the sky. Some can be just as dangerous as tornadoes. Waterspouts fall into 2 categories: fair weather waterspouts and tornadic waterspouts. Tornadoes that originate over water or migrate from land to water are known as tornadic waterspouts. 28. Hailstones don't have a size limit, in theory anyway. In 2003, a hailstone measuring 17.7 centimeters or 7 inches in diameter and had a circumference of 47.6 centimeters or 18.75 inches fell in Aurora, Nebraska. It weighed 589.67 grams or 1.3 pounds. That's almost as big as a 10-pin bowling ball. 29. In 1684, it was so cold that the River Thames in London, England, froze solid for 2 months. It was the first time the Thames had frozen for that long. But it's not the first time it's ever frozen. In fact, if you look hard enough online, you might be able to find some photos of people skating on parts of the Thames. 30. Space has weather too. The sun's surface creates a type of weather, including solar winds and more. Sometimes, magnetic activity within the Sun causes intense solar storms. The solar wind gets much stronger during these storms. These solar wind blasts contain charged particles that can crash into Earth's magnetic field and flow around it. However, some charged particles can sneak past Earth's shield and hit the Earth's atmosphere. This causes the phenomena known as auroras, beautiful glowing light shows seen in both the northern and southern hemispheres. So, what's the craziest weather you've ever seen? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps. I hope you have a fantastic day.